So first podcast of 2020. And there's some exciting news going on over the past couple of weeks. I'm here with Dave Carpenter, the team president, and Tom Outhwaite, the team captain. So first big thing, I guess, is where we're sitting. Dave, talk to us where we're at.
So we are at our new venue. So I suppose the backstory is to start how this came about. Everybody knows that the Knights have been a bit sort of
Nomad.
Yeah, nomadic to say the least. We've found ourselves venueless many times over the years, and more times than I care to sort of mention, really. And the players, the fans, the supporters, everybody just sticks with us, and you know, it's fantastic. But I reached out to Cove School, so my kids came to this school. Super duper place, very forward thinking head teacher and deputy head teacher now. They realised that this venue, it gets used for teaching kids Monday to Friday, you know, and what a waste of a place if it's not being used evenings and weekends, right? So we got ourselves in a meeting, and they basically welcomed us with open arms. It means the money that we would spend on any other regular venue, if you like, whether it be a national corporation, whatever, even a local club, you know, the money that we pay is staying within the gates of this school now. So it's going straight into the school funds, which will benefit all the kids and, you know, the sort of wider users of this venue. And it is fantastic. They have given us total access. We can use anything. So
What do you mean by total access?
Well, like a day like today, Storm Dennis is passing through. So, you know, obviously a waterlogged, muddy field isn't going to happen. You know, we've got a duty of care to the kids and the players. So, you know, many teams would have cancelled practice, I think. But we have got a sports hall, a school hall and a gymnasium, which we can use. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing.
Better than cancelling it, yeah.
Exactly that. We have not cancelled practice once this year yet.
Not even last week with Storm, whatever her name was.
Cara,
yeah.
Kiara, Sierra. I can't remember her name, to be fair. But she made a mess going through.
She did, and we still had practice.
Yeah, and we still practiced, yeah. So with that in mind, you know, this venue, so long as it's safe for the kids to get here, practice is on. And,
so are we playing games here as well?
We are, yeah. So
everything in one place?
Absolutely. Cove School is the home of the Knights. That's it. You know, and as I said, the money that we would have spent on other venues is staying within the city limits of this school right now. So it means the school can buy more stuff. It's fantastic, and this venue is getting used,
which is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Giving back to the community that are giving us the opportunity to play.
And that community, I think, is just starting to realise we're here.
Well, that's a massive thing since I've noticed since we've announced that we're at this place. The amount of contact that we've had with new people from within Rushmore. You know, even you've said your neighbours are now starting to follow us on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, the social media has had a massive impact within this local area that it wasn't having before we announced, you know, we are here.
I can't actually believe the difference in just a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know, just literally us tipping up, new venue, new attitude, new friends, new community, and nothing but positive right now.
Massively so.
I mean, from a player's perspective as well, it's perfect. No matter what, we know we've always got to practice.
Even if we have to. And we know where it is.
We know where
that's the big thing for me too, like being organised. You know, over the past couple of years, it's been a juggling match, I guess. You know, Thursday night trying to find a venue because the venue that we were supposed to be at has now turned around and said it's not able to be used. So trying to find a venue, then trying to get the players to know that it's changed locations, and scrambling at the last minute to try and find somewhere, and it's just been hectic. Now we know, worst case scenario, everyone rocks up here, at the same time every week, and we're either in a classroom, we're in the gym, we're in the sports hall, we're out on the field, even out on the concrete area that we've got, and it's, from an organisational point of view, it's wonderful knowing that we have a home
and a flexible facility. That's the one. So,
and the fact that we have keys,
it's amazing. And we arrive here at 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning to find the local cricket team. They're practicing here too, which is fantastic. It's they're using part of the facility. We all coexist. Everybody just makes it inclusive for everybody.
And that's a massive word right there, inclusive.
Yep. It's just a pleasure to organise right now.
Very much so.
And I cannot thank the school staff enough. Really, okay, they're doing it for money, but they don't have to.
I think money's a side effect, though. I think what they're genuinely doing is using what the facilities they have and giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
And you got that impression from the meetings that we've had.
Yep.
They are very keen to help, people like us find a home and give back. I mean, from that meeting that we initially had, sitting down with the head of PE and the deputy head and the facilities manager, we were talking about obviously our needs, but then we also spoke about the school needs, and we're assisting, helping, whatever you want to call it, them to bring football, American football, to their school and have a program for their kids within the school term. I think that's huge. How many people will turn around and say, oh yeah, today I've got American football at school as part of my PE lessons.
Well, there can't be many schools that
I think it's huge.
Now. And there's an obvious benefit for us right now, because just helping a bunch of school kids play American football at school or right after school, it means we're going to light a fire in them, and we're going to get a percentage of those kids join our under 17 and under 19 program, which in turn will feed the adults. So
massively so, and building up the youth participation in football is huge. All of us are sat here and football's given us various different things, and Tom, you started playing in the youth team, right? So you've come through it, so now you're playing, Great Britain standard and blah, blah, blah. You wouldn't have done it unless there was that youth program there.
Yeah, definitely not.
And, I think it's so important to get the participation in football increasing. Obviously with the NFL games being played over here now, the interest in the game is certainly increasing, but the actual participation, I don't know how much impact the NFL games have had on the participation side. But if there's more access to play football, I think the kids will see that it's different, fall in love with it, as we all did, and then continue playing for the next 20 years.
Well, football's been played in the UK for getting on 40 years now.
And you played from day one, huh?
So, and I think the Knights has been going 35 years. And the amazement that I get from people when I say to them I play American football. You play American football? What, in this country? People still do not know.
Well, that was my initial reaction when I first started thinking about. I was rowing at the time, and when I started thinking about another sport, someone mentioned American football, and I was like, "What? We have that in this country?" Like, I just didn't realise that we there was teams and that we could play it in this country.
And the Knights has been going 35 years, and still, like 9 out of 10 people, if you talk to them about it, didn't know we exist.
Crazy, isn't it?
And that is, a lot of that is on us for not shouting loud enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just amazes me that even with the media presence that we've tried, and you know the support, and you know the wider amount of people that have pulled on a Knight shirt and called themselves a Knight, must be thousands now. Thousands of people have made a Knights roster, you know, and to still be met with what, there's football,
right,
in Rushmore. You're kidding me. You're kidding me.
Well, I think that's, for me, I think that right there is one of the biggest problems with it, is when a team has a home, people know where to go and find it. You can start doing some community outreach type things from your place and advertise that things are going on at a specific place. Whereas when we've been nomadic and moving around so much, I think that's made it really difficult to get people, you know, interacting with the team and getting to know where we are, because we don't even really know where we are, or haven't known where we are. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's absolutely, you know, and just can't thank Coast School enough really for taking us under their wing, and hopefully this partnership will flourish.
Flourish. Oh, a big
Good
word.
Yeah. Good word.
Yeah.
So
well, flourishing. I mean, you know, as you said, we're putting money back into the school.
Yeah.
And they've got big plans as far as their sporting side of things go. You know, they were talking about community centres and community sports places and blah blah blah, and even reinvesting into their sporting program at the school. You know, 3G fields and more equipment and all this type of great, you know, great situation for the kids to be in, and you know, selfishly, we're going to benefit from that. Do you know what I mean?
But I think we're also going to facilitate some of that actually happening.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I think the fact we're here, we tick a big box on sort of
inclusivity.
And grant applications, and you know the
diversity. I think is the one, isn't it?
Yeah.
And football's such a diverse sport.
Absolutely. And just, you know, just getting our name on the map with the local council, with the school, and in the sort of the local community, just literally, you know, stamping our feet, you know, putting a sign up and saying we're here, come say hi. And you know, it's game on.
So you mentioned the name. You've talked about the Knights being around for 35 years.
Yep.
So the other bit of news, I guess, that we've thrown out there in the last couple of weeks is a little name change. So we're now the Rushmore Knights instead of the Farnham Knights. So what's going on there?
Well, I guess I would say cut a long story short, but it's not. It's not a long story at all. The Knights were formed in 1985, so this is year 35 right now, and no more than half a dozen seasons have the Knights actually ever been homed in Farnham.
And that's crazy, isn't it?
So, you know, it's going back to the nomadic bit again. I mean, we've been in Mitchett, we've been in Farnborough, we've been in
Guildford,
Aldershot. You know, basically
all the way around Farnham, but not in Farnham.
Yeah, all the way around it. But most of the time, you know, I can wholeheartedly say that we have been not even in the right county. So Farnham is in Surrey, and all the towns that we spoke of are all in Hampshire.
Yeah.
And you know, being where we are geographically, we're bang in the Tri-County area. There's a river that runs through here, which basically is the county line. So you know, you're never far from Surrey, or Berkshire for that matter. But you know, we have found ourselves homed in Hampshire for a long time, and you know, Cove School is in Hampshire. So you know, when our quest was on to find a suitable venue, I approached the local council, and the local borough of Rushmore basically encompasses Farnborough and Aldershot, and Cove for that matter. So it's a little borough council. Sorry guys if that sounds like I'm just calling
it's a huge place.
But again, there's some really great guys in the council
They've been really helpful, haven't they?
So helpful. And
We've sat down with them, 4 or 5 times in person.
We have.
Numerous emails, numerous phone calls.
Absolutely. And I just can't thank the guys enough.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
The councillors, they get a bad rap. Everyone has always got something to say, and it's normally negative. And I just want to say that the guys at Rushmore Borough Council have been nothing but helpful, positive, and really supportive of our quest.
Yeah.
And you know, it just seemed a logical thing to do was to reflect our change or our new home in the geographical part of our name. And you know, we had a couple of conversations with the Rushmore Council guys, and they said it would be a much easier sell if we weren't called Farnham. So we put it to the players. You know, like everything, this team is owned by the players. That will never change.
Not as long as we got there.
Absolutely. As long as I breathe in and out, the players own this team, and the collection of guys that wear the shirt. That's what it is. And so we put it to the guys. And
pretty much unanimous that we were happy to go.
Nobody even thought twice about it. I was a bit shocked to begin with, and
well, even some of the older players and the older people that we have involved with that have been around the Knights for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
There was no real hesitation there either.
None. No.
Because of the positive impact and the positive future that the simple name change, and I say simple, I don't mean to take anything away from it, but the simple geographical part of the name change, like we're still the Knights, and to me, ever since I got involved with the Knights, it's always been the Knights. It's never been Farnham Knights. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When I talk about where I play or who's my team, it's the Knights. It's never the Farnham Knights. And I think, you know, you talk to 7 out of 10 people that are involved with football, I think it's always the same thing. It's they talk about the Knights rather than Farnham Knights. And changing that to positively influence us for the future, I think is a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
I mean, even the supporters club embraced it straight away. You know,
logical decision.
It was, and you know, it's not. We haven't done it to cancel any history. We haven't done it to forget anything. We have literally done this to reflect the new direction, the rebirth of this club.
The new dawn, some might say.
The new dawn, yeah. As somebody tagged us with.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, and in a way, it's absolutely right. It's been a long time coming, but you know, this off season, you know, we were focused
massively, like getting a home, finding somewhere for this club to take the step to the next level. You know, you know, people talk a lot about this standard of football and making a step to the next level as a player, as a coach, as an organisation, and I think we have really focused on trying to get that for this club, and part of that is finding a home, finding somewhere that's not just a short term, you know, one season here, one season there, one session here, one session there, because we got to that point too.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
You know, we were doing a session here, session there, session everywhere, and for me, you know, that was so frustrating, and I guess it was for the players too, but finding somewhere to call home has completely changed the atmosphere, I think. You know, you're the player, voice of the player here, like.
I mean, it's difficult. It's somewhere to call home and somewhere to be proud of. Whereas we moved around a lot. It was nice to be in some like nice facilities we're in, but it was never truly a home field. We never felt like proud of where we were.
No real home field advantage anywhere.
Whereas this place, we're always going to be here. We'll always be building what we're doing here. We'll be proud of that. We've been practicing in this facility. We're going to defend this facility.
There it is.
This is our home now.
Our home.
Damn proud of it.
Camelot.
The kids have really sort of
jumped on that,
taken to it, right? So we have a flourishing under 17 and under 19 program right now. The kids are all getting on board, and you know, it's, I just say, going from strength to strength. Just in the few weeks that we've been here, it's definitely feeling like home. People are definitely, you know, feeling refreshed, rejuvenated. It's amazing, and as I've said many times, I just can't thank the school enough. Definitely. Really.
No, and I think the best way that we can thank them is making the most of the facilities, and you know, doing what we've been tasked to do, and grow this organisation.
Yep.